Previously on Sailing Bohemia. The captain caught up with neglected maintenance, reviving Bohemia's broken windlass. We had a great sail north, taking a lesson from the Sea of Cortez on the way. And we arrived at one of our favourite destinations so far, Caleta, Porpito. There aren't many places around the world where you can stay for weeks on end without seeing a single person. With its white sand beaches, turquoise clear water, and mountain backdrop, Caleta Porpito became one of our all-time favourite anchorages in the Sea of Cortez. We stayed here for over a week, completely isolated from the happenings of the outside world.
Come for a little hike, he said. We nearly died coming up here. It is really steep and very, very crumbly, but definitely worth the view. I mean, the scenery, you would think you are in Mongolia, one of the Chinese mountain deserts. It's quite special.
So when I look back on our experience cruising the Sea of Cortez in the years to come after we leave, this will be what I try to picture. The amazing desert and the cacti and the valley meeting beautiful blue turquoise water and creating an amazing paradise of a cruising ground in between. And all of this with not a soul to be seen for miles around.
Nearly time for sundowner. With sunset like this, who wouldn't want to drink, eh?
Hello, neighbors!
Put some clothes on! Our friends Veronica and Fred from SV Makani are coming over tonight for a bit of a board game, Settlers, and some nibbles. So I'm making a jalapeno cheese bread, and it turned out fantastic. Woo.
Oh, muy bueno.
You wait for the cheese. Okay. That's gonna go down well, I bet. Oh, okay. And just the evening when we are entertaining, there's a massive storm cell forming. Great! Hola!
Hi!
I just had a shower while I was swimming as well.
Evening.
Cooking.
We had a great evening and kept one eye open for the storm's arrival. We thought we got lucky until...
Jesus, that scared me.
Locally known as chabascos, these summer storms have a fearsome reputation in the Sea of Cortez. Chabascos form on the mainland from the summer heat and can get blown across the sea overnight, causing havoc on unsuspecting sailors. Thunderstorms are created by instability in the atmosphere, with warm, humid air at ground level and much cooler, heavier air above it. The warm air begins to rise to great heights, and its moisture condenses to ice, which is blown by the upper level winds into the characteristic anvil shape of the storm, helpfully pointing in the direction that it will travel.
Here comes the rain.
Cooler air rushes down from up to 8 miles high to fill the void, generating gusts as strong as 60 knots and bringing heavy rain and lightning with it.
First rain in 9 or 10 months. Tom is switching off all the electricity and disconnecting all the radio to the mast in case we get hit by lightning, that we minimize the damage. How's it going?
Stressful. Wish I had more notice. An hour would be nice. Straight out of bed. Is that thunder? That's thunder. Looks like a big one. So I'm gonna disconnect all of the masthead wiring, which is inside junction boxes in the ceiling. I might already be a little bit too late. Sailors spending the summer in the Sea of Cortez will get hit by 3 chabascos on average. Bohemia's crew got lucky and escaped with just a good shower that day. With the storm over, we set out to explore a small reef in the neighboring bay. And since the fish were still reluctant to come to Peter's hooks, we decided it was again time to take Peter to the fish.
Time to catch some dinner now. The other day I brought home some leopard grouper, and ever since Tom has been demanding leopard grouper for dinner every night. So off I go. Wish me luck.
Despite the promises of grouper for dinner, another better equipped hunter was at work, keeping a watchful eye on the new wannabes. We returned to the boat empty-handed to search for the tinned tuna.
So here we go. We are leaving another gorgeous anchorage, heading more north to Puerto Refugio, which is supposed to be amazing as well. Today we have a 25-mile hop north, but we are not going to be racing with Makani. We've had enough. It's going to be back down to leisurely cruise with a cocktail of margarita in my hand.
Okay, so we're just leaving Caleta, Porpito after about a week there. It's an amazing place. We really enjoyed it. This is one of the few times that we've gone off the beaten track. Obviously, I guess the whole Sea of Cortez is off the beaten track to a large extent, but this was an uncharted anchorage that we kind of discovered. It just looked nice on the aerial photo that we're looking at. And it was beautiful. Crystal clear water today. Great setting with the lagoon and the massive hills behind. Just a beautiful spot to spend some time.
Hopefully today is the day. I haven't been very lucky with my handmade lure from the crisp packets, but you never know.
We've got 23 miles to go. The start of the sail has gone really well. The seas are still flat and the wind is picking up. It hasn't come round yet, which I'm a little bit confused at, because according to the forecast it should be coming from behind us right now, but it's still over there somewhere, but I'm sure it'll catch up.
Got a new job today. I'm keeping an eye on the wind. After our last disastrous reefing, we've agreed that anything over 18 knots, 18 to 20 knots, it's time to reef. Last time we left it way too much. I think it was like gusting to 30, nearly 40, and we had everything out. So there is another dangerous point, so I took it up on myself today to be on watch for the wind. It's slowly building, but still the maximum we are seeing is 60 knots. So far, fantastic sail, just how I imagine it. Really low swell, and nothing is happening. sadly, for the fish either. I've got 3 lines out and I haven't been very lucky. Ooh, there's a fish on the rod. And finally the captain accepted that we need to be slowing the boat down every time I have something on a hook. So thank you for that, Captain. Let's see that we're not gonna lose this one. Good luck. Woohoo, we got it. So little tuna steaks for dinner. I'm pleased that my dry spell is over.
I don't think the tuna's very pleased.
I'm so glad we've learned our lesson about reefing on this sail. We quite heavily reefed the entire passage, and just now as we are rounding this point, again it's howling to 25 knots, you know. Before we will be just having everything up, all the main, all the Genoa, and then panic station starts. So this is very civilized, which is a change for us.
Join us next time on Sailing Bohemia, where we arrive at the mesmerizing Puerto Refugio. We drop by to meet our new neighbors, and we continue our circumnavigation of Isla Angel.
It's like we are in Saudi Arabia in a sandstorm.
Heading to our next destination, the windy Ensenada Alcatraz. Special thanks in this episode go to our newest patrons, Vance and his husband from San Francisco, who are learning to sail in our old stomping ground, the San Francisco Bay. Thank you so much, guys, and here's to your sailing adventures to come. If you enjoyed this episode, then please don't forget to tell YouTube all about it by leaving a comment, giving the video a like, and subscribing to the channel. See you next time!